Hi guys, my name's Phil. Welcome to Eagle Marksman.
The sunshine, up time to know, yeah. Digging myself deep down into a hole, yeah. Searching for fortune, looking for answers, yeah.
Right guys, as you can see, it's fucking windy today. We can't do our normal rifle reviews, so what we're going to do is we're going to set a target out on the range, and we're going to shoot it with a 177 and with a 22, and we're going to see how the wind affects the trajectory and the point of impact. So let's get on it. So we've got the trusty old Logan Dominator in 2.2. I'll stick some JSB Jumbo Exact Diabolos in. They're 15.89. So 15.89 is, I'm sure you'll agree, about an average weight for a 2.2 pellet. Lightweights 13s, heavyweights are 18 to 21. So what we'll do is I'll stick a handful of pellets down at our target, which you can see now. We'll see what happens with the wind. You can see the wind's it's going a bit now. I think it's calmed down to what it was. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll send them at the green spot. That one went a mil dot to the left. A mil dot's not bad because it's about 20 degrees out there, 20 degrees wind out there. 20 degrees? 20 mile an hour. Such a 90s word that, isn't it? Don't use it anymore. You don't hear it enough. Oh Jesus, that wind is affecting this light. So the wind's not just blowing them off, it's blowing them up, it's blowing them down. Wow. Joys of shooting pellets. What should I do? What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4 or 5? Yeah, so if you've seen the previous video where we were sending this, when we were testing 177 and 22 trajectories, this thing was pellet on pellet at 60, and then it was about half an inch at 75. So shooting at 50 in a little bit of wind is sending our pellets all over the shop. That is a fucking horrendous group. You would not be out shooting stuff today in this. Right, I'll do another one, then we'll skip over to the 177. Wind hardly affected that one. Is that it? Yeah, so at its furthest, that group has shifted by the furthest pellet away from the spot is a mil dot. We'll have a look at that afterwards. Right, 177. Oh. Ooh. Right, yeah, so the 177, we're using the trusty old Crossman Icon. If you don't know about these, you're going to get some. Fucking mega. So yeah, on these we're going for the 8.44 JSB Exacts. It likes 4.51 flavour. If I was shooting 177 outside, I'd normally go for a 10 grade. But because we're going for average weight 177, average weight 22, and average weight 177 is obviously about 8 grade. So these are 8.44s. Forward. Right, we're on. Sweet. So where's the old? You will probably also notice that this scope is shocking. It's accurate, it's just looks shit. It's blurry and, It's a 90 scope. So, right, there we go. First shot. Second shot. Oh, that wind is going some now. Not grouping bad though. For the wind anyway. He says. Went all over the place. Jesus. Yeah, I think this is this a 10 shot or a 12 shot?
12.
I'm watching these pellets through the scope, and they're going like that. A little bit of wind on these 844s on the tail is just sending them. Yeah, just sending them all. Jesus, sending them all over. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if you can hear any of this wind over the camera, but it's all over. Right, are we going to walk down and have a look?
The usual.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to look.
I'm going to walk, you're going to limp.
No, yeah, well, I'm going to look a bit special. I went over on my ankle this week. Stop it. I've not been able to stand all week. I've been safety first. Mind the foliage. I've not been able to trim out of that. Literally, fuck. I've literally had my feet up all week. Fuck. How close are you with that? Are you catching the wind, look? It's windy. You'll probably be able to
you can hear it.
Camera. I was expecting 177s to be blown a lot further than what they were, in all honesty. I mean, you can see they have been affected a lot more. So the 2-2, for this kind of wind, the 2-2, in all fairness, so what's that? 2.5 inches, yeah, 2 1/4, 2.5 inches. So we've got a couple in there. It's a terrible group, because this is 50 metres as well, sub 12, so, you know. And a 177. Some of these didn't even penetrate the board. Oh yeah, 177s. They're much better, yeah. You can see, again, I stress it to people all the time, 2-2's outdoors. All day. Oh no, 177 is more accurate. How? Show me fucking how. Never. It's all about trajectory. So a 177, yes, it's got a flatter trajectory, but when it gets blown about by external factors like the wind that you can't control, it's 2-2 all day long. Again, I'm bored of saying it. 2-2. Right. A quick summary then. We're coming out of the wind because it's fucking horrendous. So as you can see, right, so before we start, I am a little bit biased to 2-2. I've always shot 2-2. Every time I've shot 177, outdoors, it's not been the best. And this is quite a good representation of that, to be fair. So, obviously your 2-2's heavier, so it's not getting blown about so much. Normally, at 50 metres, with this gun and that pellet, it'll group like that. you know, it will group like that green spot. Today, the wind is coming right to left, but it was also gusting front to back. Every now and then you see the slight turn and the movement of a pellet in the wind, and that's, you know, that's giving us your full mag there, which I thought was really bad earlier, but then when I thought about it, the amount of wind it's a good 20 mile an hour today, that is actually not that bad. You know what? I've called that a pellet hole. It's not, it's a fucking screw hole. Can you just look at that? I've drawn around that. They're pellet holes. That's a fucking screw hole. So that group is actually there, which makes that even better, an even better group, doesn't it? That's not even a fucking. So yeah, that's. Meh. I've got big thumbs. So what I have to battle with constantly with people at the range is 177 is better. Like, what's better? It's got 177's got a flatter trajectory. That's it. That is it. So if you know your holdovers, 2.2's better. It's end of. 177, even if you got rid of these and called them flyers, that group is still wider than that one. So the wind's still fucking them up more than that. It's half the weight. Most of these pellets are stuck in the wood. I didn't even penetrate. This 177 is 11.8 and this 2.2 is actually 11.8 too. It's a good thing about knowing stuff about guns, you can set them to the same power. So yeah, indoors, the 2.2 would make a slightly larger hole than a 177 because there's no wind and it's a longer round, a wider round. But outdoors, you want to be worrying about the outside influences that you can't control. You can deal with your windage, your elevation and your drop because it's calculated, it's a science. You can't do that with the wind. The wind is always gusty, it's never consistent. So you need to, if you're going to be out hunting or shooting at small targets at distance, you need to be able to get rid of all those limiting factors for accuracy. So for me, always go for the larger, heavier round. Here's what it is. And all the pellets, bar one, have passed through this chipboard. Not even half of those pellets have passed through on the 177. So which is retaining more energy? Practically, I'm not talking about, you know, numbers. Practically, it's 2-2. Winner. Hey. We'll go home now.
Yeah.
Sunshine, up time to know, yeah. Digging myself deep down into a hole, yeah. Searching for